And seem right at home in the Premiership thanks to Steve Koppel. With Kevin Doyle leading the line, the Royals are a dangerous proposition at the Medeski, and they'll need to be on top of their game today against the special one. With talent and class at every position, Chelsea indeed look nearly unbeatable. Reading, Chelsea next. The Barclays English Premier League once again comes your way as our coverage continues right here on Fox Soccer Channel this morning. We come to you from the Medeski Stadium just west of London in Berkshire as Reading gets set to take on the two-time defending champions from London. So glad you could join us. I'm your host, Christian Miles. And Reading, of course, pretty much this year's Wigan Athletic, the newly promoted side in their first season in the Premiership, find themselves firmly entrenched in the top half of the standings. 5 one-goal victories and a bit of a surprising result in a 1-1 draw against Manchester United has really drawn a lot of optimism for Steve Koppel's side. Meanwhile, for Chelsea, well, some early season stumbles. They are now starting to recapture the form of the last 2 seasons. And we take a look at the starting lineups. And first, for Reading, now, this is a team that will be relying upon Marcus Hanneman in goal against his 7th consecutive start. Murty, Sonko, Ingemarson, and Shori. Murty, of course, shaking off some fitness fears to captain the side at right back. Sale Keown also passing a late fitness test. Harper and Hunt will join him in the midfield along with Sidwell and Lita and Doyle up front, both of which have managed to get 3 goals for the club this season. And we take a look at a closer inspection of things, and, well, Sidwell is going to have his work cut out for him against the central partnership of Lampard and Essien in the middle of Chelsea's midfield. Elsewhere, it's going to see Captain John Terry come into the squad after international duty during the midweek. Ashley Cole, of course, injuring himself in that disappointing trip for England in Croatia. Arjen Robben on the left side of the attack. Obi Mikel also getting today, so the Nigerian getting a chance to prove his wares in the Premiership. Up front, it's the lethal duo of Andriy Shevchenko and Didier Drogba. A bit of a disappointing campaign thus far for Shevchenko, who's only found the back of the net once in the Premiership this season. Drogba, of course, well on target with 8 goals in all competitions. We talked about this matchup, Frank Lampard and Steve Sidwell. Now, on paper, you think it would be a mismatch, but Sidwell has really risen to the fore and garnered a lot of attention in the August transfer market. However, Reading capturing his signing, and they've done ever so well with him, provides goals from midfield and is very good at arriving late in the box. And speaking of arriving late in the box, no one is better at it than this man, Frank Lampard. A disappointing World Cup for him, but he's risen to the fore here in the Premiership and trying to recapture his confidence at club level. Well, Chelsea suffering that 3-2 away loss to Middlesbrough back in August in the second week of play, but things slowly coming, trying to shake off the woes of that 1-1 draw against Aston Villa a few weeks ago. Looks like we're all set. Time now to hand it over to Richard Kaufman and Andy Townsend in Reading.
Their start to the season that's seen them up to 7th going into the weekend. Can Chelsea break that unbeaten record? And Petr having to come out quickly, and I think he took a little bit of a knock there from Steve Hunt, who's probably a little eager to make his point in his first Premiership start.
Yeah, he did actually. I think Stephen Hunt quite rightly feeling that he wants to chase everything down, but he did appear to catch Petr there on the side of the face. Quite rightly, the referee calling for Chelsea's trainer to come on just there. I don't think it was with the foot. I think it was just with either just below the knee or maybe just the shin catching the goalkeeper just there. Look, just on the side of the face, but nonetheless, that doesn't do you any favours in the first 40 seconds.
Well, he looks a little dazed there.
It certainly does.
Petr, who, of course, goal against the Republic of Ireland midweek. Steve Hunt, an Irishman, just reminding him of the draw on Wednesday. Perhaps for Hunt, though, it's a big opportunity. Obviously, Carlo Cudicini would come in if there is a problem for Czech.
It is a big day for Hunt. He's just got to do his job as best he can. He's got to try and get at Paulo Ferreira. Ferreira's good going forward. I don't think he's so clever at the defensively, so it's an opportunity, this sort of game, for Hunt to get at the fullback and try and take him on.
Well, to give you some idea for his eagerness, as you saw here, he played 44 games last season for Reading in his first season, 41 of them as substitute.
Right, there you go, yeah, and it's just, as you can see from that angle there, it's definitely the knee that has caught the goalkeeper on the side of the head, and he's in big trouble, I think, there, the goalkeeper. I wouldn't be surprised to see Cudicini.
Well, they've signalled for Cudicini to get ready. Obviously, you can't give attention and not have a goalkeeper in there. It's either on and stays on, or he's off.
I think what's happening here, Mike Wright wants to get going, he wants to get the game underway. And I think the Chelsea players are saying, hold on a minute, look, we want to give him as much time as we possibly can. We don't want to make a change yet. It's a goalkeeper, for goodness sakes. Allow us a little bit more time just to double check. He's got a bang in the face, and I think that's what they're all pleading with Mike Riley here. Just be a little bit patient. Let's give him as much time as we possibly can.
Well, Josie wasn't too happy with Mike Riley when Chelsea took on Liverpool early this season. He didn't disagree with the sending off of Michael Balaka. Of course, he's suspended for his third match today, but the fact that Sissoko wasn't sent off in that match as well, and he'll probably want to see Riley use his common sense here and allow Petr Cech the chance to come round and see if he's okay to carry on.
And I think with the game hardly underway as well, Richard, I think the Chelsea players have a point here. Let's just give this goalkeeper as much time as we possibly can. It's not like we're 20 minutes into the game and we don't want to stop it and delay it. The game is virtually just a few seconds old.
Well, Carlo Cudicini, of course, filled in for Petr Cech at the start of the season when came back from the World Cup injured, so he's had some Barclays English Premier League outings this season already. But you're saying that maybe there's a booking there for Hunt?
Well, I'm just seeing certainly Mr. Riley there appeared to be jotting something down on a yellow card or in his notebook, but you can clearly see here the goalkeeper is not right, and it's the sort of game and the sort of situation you cannot possibly, if he doesn't, I mean, and looking at him there, doesn't appear he's going to be able to continue, then you've got a perfectly able deputy in Carlo Cudicini.
Well, the Italian has been sticking around really, while Petr Cech has produced brilliant performance after performance as Chelsea's number one. Many thought maybe Cudicini should move elsewhere, such a good goalkeeper he is, but surely this is the end now for Cech.
Well, it looks like it. I mean, he's not on his side in a recovery position, so obviously he is conscious as such, but there you go, there's Carlo Cudicini. He's getting stripped and getting ready to go.
Well, sad start to the match for Chelsea, in particular for Petr Cech, one of the best goalkeepers in the world. But you can see that knee of Steve Hunt is still affecting him, and he's hardly come round. Just 30 seconds into the game. We've already had almost 4 minutes of stoppage time already. Carlo Cudicini, who played in the first 2 games of the season, including the defeat at Middlesbrough, is about to come on.
As I said, Cudicini is the top-class goalkeeper, but don't underestimate the strength of Cech. I mean, he has been an outstanding goalkeeper for both Chelsea and his country, the Czech Republic, and that will be a big loss.
And also for Cudicini, psychologically, maybe not yet prepared for this game?
Well, you certainly don't anticipate coming on when you're a substitute in any sort of match, Richard. You like to try and keep yourself right, but normally, especially for a goalkeeper as well, and someone as reliable as Cech, no, you wouldn't be anticipating coming on after just, what, 5 minutes.
So Cudicini in goal, Petr Cech off. One incident in the game, and it's caused a 4.5-minute delay. Shevchenko tackled by Sio. Drogba in there again, but Sidwell doing brilliantly from the floor. Away by Shuri.
Well, I'm sure the Reading players will be saying to each other, test that man as quick as we can. Let's give him something to think about. Whip some crosses in, not only ones aerially, but also those ones that are flashed across the 6-yard box. Let's give him something to think about as soon as we possibly can.
So Carlo Cudicini, now in his 7th season at Chelsea, gets a rare chance in goal again. I'm sure they'll want him fit and ready for Wednesday night, but you can never tell if someone's been concussed whether they will be allowed back in the team on Wednesday. But that's the matters midweek. The focus is on now. Chelsea coming forward. Drogba heads down towards Shevchenko. Back from Sidwell.
That's important today for Steve Sidwell. Anything like that is played up into Drogba, he must be very much aware of Lampard's run and SEN around him, because Drogba is very good at shielding it and dropping it off for other people to come on and have shots at the goal. So Reading central 2 midfield players, Harper and Sidwell, must be very much alive today.
John Terry. Bridge towards Drogba. Away by Inga Marson, but only as far as Paulo Ferreira. Mikel. for the 1-2 there with Lampard. Didn't come off. Well, because of that injury, neither side in their stride, but Chelsea seem to have calmed down quickest. This is Ferreira. Hunt there back again, but it breaks to Shevchenko. Trying to slide it in towards Drogba. Murty was in the way. Harper saw the run of Murty. Almost picked him out. A little unfortunate that.
Yep, it's the right ball. Just Murty needed to come and meet it. He's always going to zip off the surface, which is particularly lively already today.
Cambridge, of course, back in this starting lineup with Ashley Cole, injured. Of course, well known to Steve Coppell. Coppell gave him his league debut for Crystal Palace when he was on loan there from Arsenal. But it's Cambridge at left back for Chelsea, and a few changes in their team. Of course, no Makaleli. Ferreira with a loose pass, but Lampard was able to pick up the pieces. Reading have proved a difficult nut to crack, not easy to break down, but Terry flying forward here. Drogba. Mikel.
Great run from John Terry. Rene's got to fly back the other way, but that's a good positive move from him. Saw some space in front of him and just bombed straight into it.
He's been used to the freedom of three at the back, maybe, Andy. Of course, referring there to the international midweek. Sonko among the players that were picked for their international side but didn't play for Reading. Only 2 of this Reading lineup were in action midweek, where I think it's 9 of the Chelsea starting 11 who played midweek for their international sides. Maybe a good time to play Chelsea?
Could be. Certainly think from the opening, 9 minutes, of course, we've only had really about 4.5, 5 minutes of actual real playing time, but I think Reading need to get better delivery from what I've seen in the opening few minutes into Lita and to Doyle. Got to give those 2 up front a chance to test John Terry and co at the back.
Mikel. And ball was the shout, not given by Mike Riley. Bridge given away to Sonko. Sidwell quickly closed down by Drogba, but it breaks here to Hunt now. Shorey. Doyle, first chance for him. Reading's top scorer this season and last season as well. Sidwell. Harper. Came on for Chelsea. Booty will be the first corner of the match.
Have to be a little bit more selective today with Lita and Doyle up front. Without Kitson, they can't sort of throw that hopeful cross in there a little bit. They've got to try and find some quality into Doyle and Lita's feet. Got to be patient.
First test then for Carlo Cudicini, although he has had 5 minutes to take in the fact that he's come on. They can be dangerous from set pieces, Reading. Hunt whips it just over the head of Lita, and I think it was Ingemarson who came in and got his head to it.
It's a great ball in from Hunt. It really was. Whipped right into the danger zone. You can see bodies are flying in there. I think there's Sidwell and Lita. Ingemarson, as you say. That was awkward. No one really attacking that.
Leroy Lita, how he'd love to score. Rejected by Chelsea as a 17-year-old. As a trainee at Chelsea and trained with the likes of Gudjonsson and Hasselbank. Went off to Bristol City, and here he is now in the Premiership, and he'll want to make the most of this. Concedes the free kick there. He's a Chelsea fan, yeah. Not today.
Must be conscious, Richard, of not trying to overdo it today. He's just got to do what he does best. Because whenever you're playing against your old team, sometimes there's a little bit of extra fire in your belly, but I think it's important for him today to lead that line for his team. When he gets it, use his assets, his He's direct, and he's a handful when he's on his game. Nothing to prove to anybody else.
Mikel. Shevchenko, another player who probably hasn't got anything to prove, really. Still Shevchenko. Well, they allowed him to shoot. It's pretty comfortable for Hanneman in the end.
Yeah, very comfortable. He has been doing that a lot, Shevchenko, playing for Chelsea. He's been dropping a wee bit deeper, trying to get involved, trying to become more of a central part to what they're trying to do. Again, shooting from that sort of distance is going to need to hit him a lot stronger than that.
7 games without a goal for Chelsea, that is, and here he is again. Shevchenko. Great tackle by Sonko. And it's going to be Chelsea's corner. Sent off Aston Villa, Sonko, but since then, since coming back, he's been absolutely brilliant in this Reading defence. A bit more work here to do, though, with this Chelsea corner. It's well defended, but it breaks to Robin. He can put it back in there. Closed down brilliantly by Hunt. Expensive another corner, though.
Yeah, did well, Hunt there. Watched it all the way. Didn't dive in too much. Vital that you stop that delivery with the likes of Drogba. Powerful players like John Terry waiting for it.
Terry scored on the opening day of the season. Floated in again and away by Sonko. Not quite what Lampard intended. This is Doyle. Can Reading break? Seo Ki-hyun.
Lucky that time from Seoul. Just pulled that crossfield pass a wee bit there towards Hunt, but again, positive idea looking forward. I think that they have to be brave today, Reading, to win this game. You're going to see a lot of this. Chelsea dominate the lion's share of the possession.
Mikel there just hurried a little and forced into the mistake. This is what Reading do so well. That's a good ball over the top towards Lita. Maybe just a bit too much on it. Stops the goal kick, though. Lita again battling away. Sidwell. Hunt. Gives it now to Shorey.
So that's a waste for me there, Richard. Put that in the box. They haven't crossed the ball yet in the opening 15 minutes. Put it in there. Give Kudicini something to think about.
Again, closing down Chelsea. Not allowing them a second on the ball. Long by Sonko. Up towards Doyle. And fans not happy with Terry's challenge, but referee Mike Riley was. Boularus.
I'm dropping away, Reading. They're allowing Chelsea to have the ball here. And John Terry, of course, is marching forward, which does leave him a little bit more exposed at the back. If then Reading can now pinch it, they've got to be solid.
Mikel up to Didier Drogba. He's a player who can't stop scoring goals at the moment, and he picks out Robin. 2 in the box there. Claims of handball. Corner given. Came off Seoul.
Great play from Drogba. Again, held it up, used his body strength. Fed Robin. Big claims went up for handball. No, right in the middle of the stomach, that one.
Robin's corner. Straight at Harper. Chance for a better delivery this time from Robin, and it is. Well, Sonko said he was looking forward to the challenge of Didier Drogba. So far, I'm sure he's still enjoying it.
Well, he's up for it, that's for sure. He's going to need to be.
Ferreira did well there, and oh my goodness, almost an own goal. Came off Inga Marson, and then the crossbar.
It's a fabulous cross from Ferreira, Richard, that really is. Hanneman come flying out, whether or not he'd really screamed at Larson to leave it. Very nearly went behind there.
A little easier this time for Hano. Sigh of relief, I'm sure, for Ingemarson.
He's a lucky boy.
They rode their luck at times in the draw against Manchester United. Stroke of luck here, but now Robin away. Options for him. One of them was Drogba.
Yeah, don't think Drogba gave him the best run there towards the near post. In the end, I think Arjen Robben took the right option in the end. Done well there to shrug off that challenge. He's looking for Drogba, but he's run too close to him. Once he then peels away, he's only really got the shot as his option. This is the one just seconds before from Ingemarson. Goalkeeper absolutely nowhere, and they just about get away with it. I just think Chelsea are having a little bit too much of it their own way at the moment. I think Reading need to about them a little bit more, particularly in these areas. Standing off them, they're not wanting to dive in, not wanting to get picked off. I think they just got a little bit more pressure than they're applying so far.
Long by Essin. Ingemarson dealing with it. Icelandic international. Scored here against Manchester City. They almost scored there at the wrong end. Long by Ferreira. Ingemarson and then Lita up to Doyle. Back in by Boularus. And as far as Harper. Chelsea dominant so far.
Look at Seoul, look where he is, look on the top right-hand corner of the screen. He's not even interested in pushing forward. Just more determined to keep their shape, Reading, just allow Chelsea to have the ball. I think that's a dangerous tactic, it can be. Allowing the very best teams to dictate and dominate the play, let them settle, let them get comfortable in the game. Not careful, that can you can pay for that later on.
This is Robin. Shevchenko. Robin again. Lampard picking out Robin. Nice football this by Chelsea. As I say that, Shevchenko gives it away. Maybe a chance for a Reading breakaway here. Harper. Lita. We got inside of Boularus there for a second.
Yeah, good ball in from Harper. Leroy Lita must get that. That's got to stick. That's a decent ball into him. He's got to make more of that and allow the midfield players, the Sidwells and the like, to then join in. Can't always do a trick on it, can't always produce something magical every time it comes towards you. Just get hold of the thing and allow others to join in.
Arjen Robben, who's seen a lot of the ball so far in this opening 20 minutes. And he's won another corner hit. Oh, he should have won another corner hit. Well, Jose Mourinho, well respected by his opposing manager, Steve Coppell, says it's not all been about the money. Mourinho's weaved his magic as well.
Yeah, of course he has. I think it'd be disrespectful to just put it down to that. Look, those stats say it all. I don't think you can continue to allow the champions to have that much of the ball and get away with it.
Well, there's a player down at Chelsea. Reading play on. Of course, it's down to the referee to make those decisions now. And Reading playing to the whistle. Hunt runs it out. It's Paulo Ferreira, who, well, they've already had one bad injury. They don't want another.
Yeah, well, it is down to Mr. Riley to do it. Again, I think a few of the Chelsea players are getting a little bit frustrated. That rule already, I think, is... I'm not sure if everyone's totally aware of that. But it's not a head injury.
It's just a heavy fall, isn't it?
It's just a heavy fall. It's just it just landed awkwardly. And I think the referee, Mr. Riley, he's winded more than anything. That's just took the wind out of his sails. I think Mr. Riley's every right to allow the game to continue there. I think if someone gets a bang in the face or in the head, then I think he should be pulling it up immediately. But not for that. I think he's right.
Well...
And you get this. This is just the Chelsea players are just exerting a bit of influence over him here. The very best teams from down the years have always This is that Ingemarson header. I think it's a fabulous cross from Ferreira. He's got no right to get that in. Goalkeeper come flying out. He's never going to get there. Hanneman not ever reaching that one. Ingemarson puts something on it and almost pops it in his own net.
Looks as if Ferreira is going to be okay. But another stoppage. Well, hold on. He's saying he's had enough.
Well, that surprises me. I am very, very surprised at that.
I assume that's what that sign meant from him. Carvalho's getting ready. Mourinho in conversation.
I don't think he'd be too happy with that. I don't think the manager would be very happy with that at all. I think the physio there's trying to explain that he took a bang on the elbow.
Well, unless he's dislocated something.
Yeah, I mean, all right, if there's something of that nature, of course.
Well, this isn't quite the preparation Jose Mourinho wanted ahead of Barca.
I think you'd like to see him maybe soldier on for 4 or 5 minutes and see if it wears off, see what happens before you start making an indication that you want to change.
Well, tactically, it's quite simple for Mourinho, isn't it? You put Belarus at right back and Carvalho in his centre half. But so Ferreira is about to come back on. He is going to give it a little while, but that little roll over the arm suggested he wanted to come off. I suppose that sign could have been for a bit of bandage.
Maybe it could have been. It didn't appear that way, did it?
No.
I don't really see what a bit of bandage does on your elbow there, to be honest. Nonetheless, it's been a bit of a stop-start opening 23 minutes. Suits the home team a little bit more, I think.
Well, it's got to Marcus Hanneman, though. Terry allowed to come forward. They've only conceded 7 goals in their opening 7 matches, Reading. It's a defensive unit that's been intact now for over a season. So well they played in the Championship too.
That's exactly right. The goalkeeper and the back four have been very solid, very regular for that man. He knows what he's going to get out of them.
Mild-mannered, but very effective manager Steve Coppell. Lita wins the header, and then Doyle goes down under the challenge from Terry. Well, he waited a little while there, Mike Riley, but in the end, he's given Reading the free kick. He wants to give John Terry a booking, or at least a word.
I think John Terry's saying, I'll watch the ball the way I've attacked the ball. Yes, surely I've clattered the man, but maybe pointing to another incident, maybe down the other end, something similar. But clearly you could see, watch it here, the Lita flicks it on, Terry's watching the ball all the way. You know, that's the sort of challenge that a centre-half makes time and time again. He's not hit the man first, he's gone for the ball, but Mr. Riley has pulled him up on it.
Now, if anyone was watching the match at Upton Park a couple of weeks ago, similar, well, almost identical position, and they played the ball to the Korean Seo Ki-hyun, who scored one of the most terrific goals of the season so far. There's been a few contenders, mind you. Be hard to repeat the trick. Harper's over the ball too.
You can see him to the right of the screen there, maybe waiting for a touch.
But instead it's Shorey who, I think it came off the wall.
Lucky. It's a long way for Carlo Cudicini to get across there, but the ball doing its job.
Hunt with the corner for Reading. Drogba back there defending. Robin's done well. Essien. Drogba's got Shevchenko at the far post. There's Sonko. I had to get the timing of that challenge right, and he did.
Great challenge. You're absolutely right, Richard. He's got to watch that all the way. He's got to be sure if he's going to go to ground, he's going to get that, and he did.
Ferreira. It's a great cross in. For once, Drogba didn't get his angles right.
Yeah, clearly offside, but it's a wonderful tackle that is from Sonko. Just gets it. I think actually Drogba almost got there Look, he's at full tilt, fully committed. Lovely that is for a centre-off. They get the ball, the man, take the lot.
Could still play for both Senegal and France, Ibrahim Sonko. Been called up 4 times by Senegal, and one reason or another has had to put out of the squad. Montero will try and shepherd this out.
It's probably the one area so far that would have disappointed Steve Coppell, just that service, that delivery into the front man, as I said earlier. I think it can be better. I think it can be to their advantage a lot more if Reading are a little bit more selective.
Well, they had a 135-year wait for top-flight football, Reading. Man United here last time. Chelsea here today. 6 days' time, it's Arsenal. Dreamland for these Reading fans. Not much for them to get too excited about so far, but no, it is still goalless. Poorly done by Shorey. Hunt loses out. Shevchenko. Well, he's claiming he got the ball there, Ingemarson. But it's going to be a yellow card for the Icelandic defender.
Yeah, the crowd don't like it. I think the referee's spot on again now. Shevchenko rode that first challenge. He was away. He would have been running at the back of the central defender, Sonko. He would have had a 2-on-1 with Drogba. I think that's the sort of tackle that needs to get punished with a card. Good decision, in my opinion.
First booking of the match. Bridge. Sonko there again. Doyle. Frank Lampard's told us what he thought that. Took the ball. This is Sidwell. This time sure he finds Lita. Just not sticking for him so far.
No. Yeah, he's done well, Boularus, in the first half an hour of this game. He's been very solid.
Robbed by John Obi Mikel. Essien. Robin. Blocked by Harper. Only as far as Bridge. Seoul did well. Support from Murty. Not easy to get round Khalid Boularus. They called him Khalid the Cannibal at Hamburg. He is a big lad.
He certainly is. Gets nice and tight to the centre forward, testing their touch and their technique. So far, it's not been good enough.
A little tight in there for Reading. So they have made a little progress.
Also, the delivery into Lita and Doyle so far is coming from sort of 30-40 yards away. They haven't got Sidwell in these sort of areas enough with the ball at his feet, maybe beyond Lampard and Essien. Sliding balls into the front to it makes such a difference.
We talked about Reading's closing down. Chelsea doing it there through Essien as well. He's enjoying himself at the moment, Sonko. And that's not a bad ball. Confidence not low for the Senegalese. They've yet to have a shot apart from the free kick, Reading. they create something here? Over half an hour gone. Hunt, he's found a way through. Still going. And he picks out Doyle. Doyle! Oh, wonderful chance!
It's great skill from Kevin Doyle. Really is a top-class effort.
Danger not over yet for Chelsea. Harper, Shorey. That's got the crowd off their feet. Shevchenko. Lampard. Drogba furthest forward. In for the offside flag. Reading! Well, for the second time in this game. You were thinking own goal there for a second.
Certainly was. That time Sonko not so assured of a wild slash away, but game livened up in the last 2 or 3 minutes.
Another Chelsea corner, but Hunt's perseverance almost setting up Reading with an opening goal from Kevin Doyle. Comes the corner. Terry at the back post, and there is Doyle in the other penalty area. Seal. Sidwell. Back to the Korean. Seol Ki-hyun. Doyle's onside. Nita goes to the near post.
Better play though that is from the home side. A little bit more selective with their passing, but so unlucky Kevin Doyle moments ago. He does terrific, and if you watch Leroy Lita here, he's shaping up to have the ball back. It's a great little wriggly run from Hunt. This is where Doyle does well here. Watch, he looks like he's going to drop it back for his partner, then drags it back. Completely bamboozles John Terry, who is very fortunate to see it come back off the post. Good play from Hunt. Lovely little drag back from Doyle. He was wheeling away, almost thought it was in.
Free kick won by Drogba. Tempo's just been lifted in the last few minutes. And Hunt, as you'd expect for a player who's only started 3 times before today for Reading in 14 months at the club, is busy everywhere on the pitch. This time though, it's a free kick to Chelsea.
Chelsea have 4 or 5 that can take free kicks very comfortably.
Murty's down on the ground. And I think he's got another injury. Of course, he had a hamstring injury, had to miss the West Ham game, and it might have come back. Yeah, that's the end. And then Ulysses de la Cruz, I'm sure, will come on. Inga Marson takes the captain's armband, so both sides have had to make a change in this first half. I beg your pardon, De La Cruz, of course, not on the bench, so maybe Andre Biquet will come on instead.
Maybe Gunnarsson even. Disappointment that is for Murty. He's been a good, steady player.
It's going to be Andre Biquet, I think, who's going to come on. Cameroon centre-half. Joined in August in a year-long loan from Lokomotiv Moscow. Centre-half, really. Andre Biquet replacing the captain Graham Murty, and we'll go into that right-back role. Let's not forget Chelsea have got a free kick here. Looks as if Robin fancies his chances here. Drogba, of course, over the ball too. It's going to be Drogba. Well, most of his goals have been tap-ins, haven't they? Not from this kind of distance.
I was at Chelsea's training ground, Richard, a few days ago, actually, just before the international break, and watching him take free kicks like that time and time again, it was remarkable the amount of times he actually did get it up and down over the wall and into the back of the net. Not on that occasion. He's in good company there when it comes to free kicks with Lampards, Robbins and All these boys would want to take it. Yet such is his confidence at the minute, he feels he's the man.
Long by Bridge, Drogba's offside. Lisa. It's been a fairly comfortable first half for Carlo Cudicini. So far, I've seen his post rattled, mind you. Terry, again allowed to come forward. Chelsea have dropped 5 points so far. They may have come into the weekend second, but it's their worst start to a Premier League campaign under Jose Mourinho so far. 24 points out of 24 last season. 19 points so far. Should they get a win today, 16 points in the bag. Budaruz was hoping the throw would go Chelsea's way. By Shorey.
First one he's had to deal with. Catches it beautifully.
Free kick goes against Steve Sidwell. Playing out the last year of his contract here at Reading. Newcastle among those that are interested in his services. Of course, if Reading were to win, they would go level on points with Chelsea today. Arsenal and Liverpool all started below Reading.
They've had a great start, no question. Steve Coppell delighted with the way his players have responded to the challenge.
And this time in the way of Didier Drogba. And then he found Mikhail Shevchenko. Won another free kick.
Again, seeing Andrei Shevchenko there dropping very deep, trying to get involved. Drogba more often than not the man who stays furthest away, stretching the Reading back four. I don't always think it suits the Ukrainian.
7 games without a goal. Although he did score for the Ukraine midweek. Jose Mourinho was there to watch him. Robin chips it in. And the header from Ingemarson away for a corner. Well, we are into the last 5 minutes, but expect another 5 minutes of stoppage time to come at the end. Fifth corner, straight to Doyle. Back in, and to Marcus Hanneman. And, well, the substitute wasn't aware. Robin to Drogba. And Hanneman comes to the rescue. Well, BK wasn't paying attention. Lack of communication there. Reading get away with it.
Again, goalkeeper, he's in control of that situation. Don't throw to anybody that doesn't appear to be ready for it.
Lita battling away, Budaruz in his way.
He's played poorly so far, Lita. He's not getting hold of that ball, not giving himself an opportunity to try and ruffle the feathers, those Chelsea defenders. Again, Reading sloppy at the back, careless play, that's all that is. Just about getting away with it once more.
Shevchenko, bit of space ahead of him. Terry continues his run. This is Robin. He's done well. John Terry just stuck in the ground there. When they moved forward, he could have got to the ball. Just on the back foot, I think.
Reading are allowing Chelsea too much time and space in these areas. They're just putting men behind the ball, and that's not good enough.
What about this battle now with Robin down this side? Hanneman comes out and get it away, but you feel that maybe is an area Chelsea can exploit there. Definitely. With BK.
Definitely.
Right back. Bridge towards Shevchenko. Set away by Shorey, but only as far as John Obi Mikel. Should be Hanneman.
Eventually someone's going to wind one of those crosses in, Richard, and pop it on Drogba's head. At the moment, Reading are content to get bodies back behind the ball, but they're not working hard enough at Chelsea when they've got it.
By Mikel, and it's going to be a booking for the Nigerian on his Barclays English Premier League debut.
Yep, Stephen Hunt this time just running inside. Yeah, good decision.
In by Shorey. Self can keep it alive here. Very quick to get it away. Assured as well, found Shevchenko. Danger here for Reading. Drogba. Good tackle by Shorey, but Drogba has it back again. Lampard goes down. Sonko with the challenge. I think it's going to be another booking.
Yep, I don't think Sonko can have any complaints there. Frank Lampard's completely outclassed him and outskilled him in that particular situation. Sonko just stepping across, drawing the yellow card. Dangerous time to give away a set piece like this.
Well, they have plenty of suitors here, Chelsea, as we already described, but you feel that this may be Frank Lampard's turn?
Yep. Just think looking at him there, he's immediately got hold of the ball, he's popped it back down on the spot. What you got to do here, you've got to make Hanneman think. Have a left foot and a right footer over the ball, maybe one or two other options. He's the man now that in the centre of the goals will be a little bit reluctant to step too far to one side. He'll line his wall up and make sure that there's a man outside of the ball and the post. As you can see, Seoul is there.
Shevchenko and Robin also around the ball. It's Frank Lampard, deflected and in. It came off Ingemarson, and there was nothing that Hanneman could do about it. And Chelsea, in the 45th minute of this game, have taken the lead.
Well, I think they deserved it purely on the amount of possession that they had. They haven't created a stack of chances. It's a fortunate goal. It's a good hit from Lampard. Ingemarson knows nothing about it. Hanneman's already dived to his left. Look, ricocheting everywhere. The goalkeeper can't get a foot on it. And it crawls its way into the back of the net, but it was a needless free kick to give away. Sonko should have known better. His teammate there ends up diverting it his own goal, but as well as he's played Sonko, it was a daft free kick to give away, Richard, at that particular time.
Reading will have a chance to respond at the end of this first half, but Steve Coppell, not sure if he's going to watch the rest of the first half. He'll be ready to get some points through to his team at the break. Ingemarson, who almost scored an own goal, of course, early in the game, does get one here to separate the sides, and we're into 5 minutes of stoppage time.
Yep. Whether or not Steve Coppell set the team out to allow Chelsea to have all that time, and whether or not he said to them, look, don't chase after them, don't get picked off, let them have possession like this, I hope he changes it in the second half, Richard, I really do. Because Reading have got themselves into a good position in this league by being brave, being positive. At the moment, they're sitting back, they're allowing Chelsea to have all the fun of the fair. They've got to change that in the second half.
Well, they were trailing here by 2-0 against Middlesbrough and came back, but different proposition to Middlesbrough, aren't they? Especially defensively.
If you look at Lita and look at Doyle, they're not really sure when to go and chase. They're afraid to. Almost as if the The game plan has been to sit and just wait for them to come at you. Can't do that with such good players.
Lampard's effort ballooned over the bar. Of course, it's from his free kick. Came off Sonko first and then towards Ingemarsen. Almost like a pinball in there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Steve Coppell has stuck around. Seems so assured. He's told his players to keep their feet on the ground. I'm sure he'll want more from them in the second half. They're so used to being in games, Reading.
Yep.
54 games since they've lost a game by more than one goal. But Chelsea, so far, have really been dominant. And as you say, Andy, probably deserved the lead.
Yeah, just about, I think.
There's there to be a chance here before half-time. Shorey coming forward to Lita. Ran into trouble. Sidwell. And again, breaks to Shevchenko. Looking for the run of Robin.
Lucky. Right idea.
Hunt. Taking on Boularus and wins the corner.
He's having a go, look, Stephen Hunt, how here on the left-hand side. Every time he gets it, he's trying to get beyond his nearest man to deliver something. Again, stout defending from Boularus, who has been excellent in the first half.
Okay, and Sonko and Ingemarsen all come forward. Hunt to take the corner, deep in stoppage time. All about the acrobatics there, Ingemarsen. Decided to let it drop. Hunt can get it back in. Shorey. Last 30 seconds of the 5 minutes of stoppage time. And Sidwell under pressure did well. Siop, who's had a quiet first half, has of course been in the Far East playing area. Free kick against John Terry. And maybe one last chance is there going to be here for Reading to put a ball in. Harper will float it in. Goes Ingemarsen, and the referee's whistle. We're sure to hear it in a minute as well.
Well, a disappointing end of the first half here for Reading fans as Lampard gets a late goal. Our scoreline reads Chelsea 1, Reading 0. We're back with more from the Premiership right after this. Stay with us.
Soccerwave, making average players. Now one person can practice alone, improve shots, traps, and improve ground balls. From beginners to advanced players, the Soccerwave improves coordination by sending the ball back at unpredictable angles. Bottom line, it works. Teams and schools around the country are using the Soccerwave, and now you can give your child or team that competitive edge. The Soccerwave is available online at soccerwave.com.
Sean P. Diddy Combs has been using Proactive Solution for years, since his New York dermatologist recommended it.
During the time when I had an album out, I was more in the public eye, so I definitely had to take care of this problem. I couldn't have pimples all on my face, you feel me? And so my dermatologist told me about Proactive. I didn't want no bumps on my face. I'm gonna be straight up, that's why I started to use Proactive.
Created by 2 leading dermatologists, Proactive Solution contains powerful medicines that work together as a system to deliver incredible skin-clearing results.
I've been trying everything since I was 16 years old, and this is the only thing that's ever worked for me.
It feels great to look good. Proactive can make you look good. It can help you feel good about yourself.
Proactive is ready to prove it by sending you a full 30-day kit for the low price of only $19.95. Proactive combines multiple medications with soothing spa-quality botanicals to create a powerful acne-fighting system. You can heal acne today and help prevent new breakouts tomorrow. Order now and receive 2 free gifts: the amazing refining mask, plus the booklet Face the Facts.
Like 2 weeks later, my skin had started to really smooth out and clear up. One of the things about Proactive is it moisturizes my situation, it preserves my sexy, and then I'm off to doing what I need to do.
Proactive continues to be the #1 best-selling topical acne system in America.
I have to have a certain style of sneaker, I have to drive in a certain car, and I have to have Proactive.
To a big zit on my forehead. I wake up to clear skin, and I'm out the door.
My face cleared up within like 2.5 weeks. I saw results, and I was like, yes, yes.
You do have beautiful skin under your acne. Let Proactive prove it. Call 1-800-228-1881.
I felt like it's something that I wanted to share with people because it's something that I really use. You know, to me, I just think it's worth a try.
You have nothing to lose and so very much to gain. Go on. Call now.
Are you as good as the special one? Can you manage your way to the top against the managers of the EPL? Play the Fox Soccer EPL Fantasy Challenge at foxsoccer.com on MSN. Each monthly winner earns an EPL trip for 2 or $2,500 in cash. You could also win one of 10 monthly vouchers to foxsoccershop.com to put you in your favorite kit. So log on to foxsoccer.com today to build your own EPL fantasy team and win.
Hi, I'm Stephen.
And I'm Nick.
And every Tuesday, we're here to listen to your opinion on Fox Football Phone-In.
Whether you're just coming into soccer madness or you're already an expert, this is the show for you. Just dial 866-FOX-FANS.
And we'll take your questions, your comments, and even your complaints about the world's most popular sport.
So don't forget, every Tuesday, we'll be waiting for you.
On Fox Football Phone-In, here on the Fox Soccer Channel.
Welcome back to the Barclays English Premier League right here on Fox Soccer Channel. Just a reminder, this halftime is brought to you in part by Soccer.com. Visit Soccer.com today and register for your free Eurosport catalog. After 45 minutes, disappointing end of the first half already is Chelsea getting a goal from Frank Lampard on a ricocheted free kick towards the end of the stanza. And Chelsea a little bit lucky that time as it goes right past Hanneman, and Frank Lampard continue his rich vein of form in club play. Well, of course, more Barclays English Premier League action comes your way a little bit later today in about 3 hours' time. It's at the Riverside as Middlesbrough and Everton lock horns. It's Gareth Southgate and Everton going head-to-head. And just afterwards, a reminder, you can join Nick Webster and Max Brado sitting in for Keith Costigan for Super Saturday Plus, a full wrap-up of the Premiership as well as a look around Europe and South America. Tomorrow, it's Newcastle entertaining Bolton. And on Monday, our match at 3 p.m. Eastern right here on FSC, a London derby from Craven Cottage as Fulham takes on Charlton. Time for another quick break. When we return, we'll take a look back at first half highlights. You're watching the Barclays English Premier League right here on Fox Soccer Channel.
We're Arsenal FC and you're watching Fox Soccer Channel. Yeah!
It is absolutely possible to find a woman who is a sports fan on eHarmony.
I'm in my Browns and he's in his Steelers, 2 biggest rivals in the NFL. Well, as far as I'm concerned. My dad said, "You're gonna marry a Steelers fan?"
Oh, she was stirring up big time when the Browns looked like they had some life.
Looked like they were gonna really give them a run for their money.
Or at least score a point or something. It's fun to have a little banter back and forth.
Find everything you're looking for on eHarmony.com. Log on today.
Need a hand?
No, I need a new car.
Whoa, I see what you mean.
Aren't you the 1-800-BAR-NONE sock puppet?
Yours truly.
Could they help me?
Sure. If you need car financing, even if you have bad credit, 1-800-BAR-NONE could get you approved in minutes. Going up.
1-800-BAR-NONE? You can? I am? Really?
Need a car, not a tow? Then call 1-800-BAR-NONE.
Our hero. keep them?
Everyone deserves a second chance, bar none. Call now.
You got off that train back there, you did two things you've never done before. At least not at the same time. You shook my hand, and then you looked me square in the eye. Where'd that come from?
Call 1-888-349-ARMY now for a free DVD and learn about the training, education, and other benefits that come from serving as a soldier in the U.S. Army. You'll also get a free boonie hat. Are you ready to answer the call?
I work for Forbes magazine, and I'm a professional photographer.
GoDaddy customer Glenn Davis.
Registering a domain name at GoDaddy is not only easy, but it's really fun. My professional website is ishootpictures.com. The primary reason that I was so thrilled to find GoDaddy is the customer service. I got a person on the phone that was friendly and responsive and knowledgeable and just wanted to help me.
www.godaddy.com/TV.
This Monday, the biggest show on earth rolls on. Barclays English Premier League, delivering a showdown at the Cottage. Fulham faces Charlton. The Cottagers have their eyes set on a victory, which can put them in the top 10. But the Athletics are desperate and now must dig themselves out from last place. This Monday, Barclays EPL on FSC. Right now, in America, a new generation of sports heroes is coming to the fore. FSC, and the country's largest youth sports organization, presents the U.S. Youth Soccer Show, a monthly half-hour program that delivers an inside look at U.S. youth soccer events, players, and coaches, featuring Skills School and Coaches Connection, plus a feature with a grassroots club and much more, celebrating over 30 years of passion and 4 million participants. The USYA teams up with FSC to bring you the U.S. Youth Soccer Show. This season, the devil longs to return to the top of Calcio. A game of action in the hands of one of the most powerful Italian teams, AC Milan. Maldini, Kaká, Inzaghi, Cafu, in the most complete show that has the lowdown about the club Rossoneri and has all the information true fans need to know. After a highly controversial season, Milan will take you back to the Inferno. Milan Weekly lives here on FSC.
A combative and rather choppy first half. A few fouls, a couple of substitutions, some key injuries. And Chelsea, despite seeing Peter Cech go off in the early moments as Carlo Cudicini came on, still hanging on to the clean sheet. The only goal going against Reading, well, off their own defenders. Ingemarson has an unlucky ricochet off the Frank Lampard free kick. That accounting for the only goal the first half. As we said, things started rather fashion here for Chelsea. Is Hunt aligns with Cech. Unintentional. However, Mike Riley wants a word with the Reading player. The knee to the temple, and that would see Peter Cech laid out for about 4 or 5 minutes. Cudicini would come on, and a lot of stoppage time added on to the end of the first half. And then the new goalkeeper would be immediately tested on the 32nd. Doyle turning and firing and hitting the woodwork, and then the goal. Lampard takes a deflection off Ingemarson. Right past Marcus Hahnemann. 1-0 to Chelsea. Call it lucky, call it what you will, but just unlucky for Hahnemann here. He's already diving to his left. Ingemarson putting it into his own net, and a good first half for Reading goes by the wayside as they find themselves in a 1-0 deficit. Not a lot of statistical information to tell you about. Chelsea with 2 shots on goal, nothing for Reading on target as of yet, and neither goalkeeper really forced into making any saves whatsoever, and 3 bookings in the first half for Mike Riley. Time for us to step aside. We will return with the second half kickoff from Berkshire next.
Unlimited Footwear by Mark Echo.
Thinking about buying a home? Now you can be a power buyer. Both these homes have $200,000 mortgages. The buyers on the left got a traditional loan and payment. Their neighbor's payment is up to 33% lower because they got a power buyer mortgage from Quicken Loans. A loan that could make a difference of thousands a year in their payment. Introducing Power Buyer Loans from Quicken Loans. Mortgages that give any home buyer an edge. Being a power buyer means you're approved before you start house shopping, giving you the upper hand in negotiations. Call Quicken Loans toll-free now and be a power buyer in a buyer's market. You can choose a power loan with rates starting around 5.5%, or a loan that will cut your payment up to 33%. Get approval right over the phone. It's fast and easy. Whether you've already found your new home or you just started looking, you need to call now for your Power Buyer loan. Quicken Loans, America's home loan experts.
You got off that train back there, you did two things you never done before. At least not at the same time. You shook my hand, and then you looked me square in the eye. Where'd that come from?
Call 1-888-349-ARMY now for a free DVD and learn about the training, education, and other benefits that come from serving as a soldier in the U.S. Army. You'll also get a free boonie hat. Are you ready to answer the call?
FSC presents the MLS Game of the Week. The tension builds and every match is crucial to the playoff race. This Saturday, LA Galaxy versus FC. Leading the Western Conference, the Hoops are confident after securing a playoff spot, while the Galaxy fights for the points they need to stay in the hunt. Live Saturday, the MLS is on FSC. Are you as good as the special one? Can you manage your way to the top against the managers of the EPL? Play the Fox Soccer EPL Fantasy Challenge at foxsoccer.com on MSN. Each monthly winner earns an EPL trip for two or $2,500 in cash. You could also win one of 10 monthly vouchers to foxsoccershop.com to put you in your favorite kit. So log on to foxsoccer.com today to build your own EPL fantasy team and win.
The world comes together for sports, and Sky Sports News covers it nightly. Your home for the best coverage of English soccer and updates on all the Euro leagues. 7 nights a week, live across the pitch, breaking news, explosive stories.
Have reopened their war of words.
Exclusive interview. Information is always on your screen. Plus, see what's in the papers. Get your sports news from a European perspective. Sky Sports News, nightly only on Fox Soccer Channel.
As Jose Mourinho and Chelsea up a 0-0 on their trip to Reading after the international break. We are at the Medeski Stadium, a place where Reading has been unbeaten in their last 3. However, Ingemarsson mistakenly putting one into his own net in first half stoppage time. We are all set. Time now to rejoin our match commentators, Richard Kaufman and Andy Townsend, standing by in Berkshire.
As if they're to somehow get back in this game. It's only a goal in it. Mike Riley ready to get the second half underway. And Chelsea with that first half lead, looking to become the first Barclays English Premier League side to win at the Medeski. And the first team since Plymouth in August last year to come away with 3 points here. It's a terrific record by Reading, but Andy Townsend, they're going to have to do some to keep that run going.
Yeah, I just hope Steve Coppell has reminded his players that you've had a great start to the season. You've no reason to feel edgy or nervous about that. You have points on the ball. Be brave, be confident, have a go at them. Take the game to them a little bit. Don't allow them to settle on the ball.
Lita wins a header. Looking for Doyle. Terry gets it away. Seo's header. Breaks to Mikel. Robin. Making a run up towards the edge of the penalty area. Lampard, though, was looking for Drogba. We'll talk about Frank Lampard's for England. Even his form at times for Chelsea. He scored 4 times this season. I don't think he can count the free kick as number 5, though.
No, not today. I don't think Frank's playing as well as he did maybe just over a year ago in a Chelsea shirt, but I also don't subscribe to a lot of the views of the fact that he's been that poor either. Rarely misses games, very consistent. He's a top-class player.
Shevchenko penalised. It's not been a happy start to his Chelsea career. Forward by Harper. Lita does hold the ball up. Hunt. Apparently Andrei Shevchenko has been seeing a psychologist at AC Milan to try and freshen things up. Milan apparently don't mind. was feeling low. Not just in his condition, he had a fever during the international break, but also low in spirits, the way things have started for him at Chelsea.
He's not been great, there's no two ways about that since he's arrived. Forget the price tag, I think that's irrelevant. I think the player that we expected to see amongst the goals, amongst the chances, looking lively, looking sharp, just hasn't really been there so far.
Header flicked on by Robin. Marson puts Sonko under pressure.
Sonko again, a little bit edgy, Robin. Very nearly getting in just in the end. Reading defenders just all-round strength, just doing enough.
Lampard. A tackle by BK. Sjogge. Lampard. Robin. BK showing his strength there, the Cameroon defender. Lumping it forward as well.
As well as the service into the front two, what they haven't got, Reading, is real outstanding pace in the wide areas. Seol and Stephen Hunt on the left-hand side haven't really threatened so far to go beyond people. Another one of these runs from John Terry.
Brilliant run, fine Shevchenko.
I mean, that's not the first time Richard John Terry has done that in this game. I mean, that is about 5 or 6 of those where he's been allowed to carry the ball 40, 50, 60 yards. I mean, that cannot be right.
He's not afraid to bring it forward either, is he? Essien. Cut out by Lita. Leaves it to Sidwell.
Apart from that chance that Doyle was very unlucky to hit the post, they've hardly had a sniff. They've hardly been able to combine Lita or Doyle at all. Harper seen very little of him. Sidwell has almost been afraid to step over the halfway line.
Shevchenko. Well, Jose Mourinho said he'll keep playing him until he does break that scoring drought.
He might have to wait, the way it's looking at the moment.
Of course, Chelsea fans point to the fact that Shevchenko's presence has allowed Didier Drogba to profit.
Yeah, possibly. I think that's been a little bit unfair on Drogba. Crediting Shevchenko with a lot of that. Yes, perhaps playing a 2 up top. Let's give him an opportunity.
Hunt. He's tried his best to cause some problems down that side. Boularus comes away with the ball for Chelsea. Ferreira. Mikel. Still only 19 years of age, Jean-Louis Mikel. Cost 12 million.
See, I think in this situation now, Doyle could do a little bit more. He's allowing them to be very comfortable, allowing them to dictate the play.
I just wonder whether that's offside, by the way, against Drogba. I wonder if he's fully fit. He missed the Republic of Ireland's match last week, didn't he? Came back. He may not be fully fit.
Oh, it's close. In fact, he's not offside there. It's a very difficult one for the linesman to call. Looks like he's miles offside, but as you saw there, at the moment the ball was struck from Ferreira, Drogba onside.
Sonko's ball does find Shorey. Doyle goes down, wins the free. Boularus disagrees. Hunt takes the free kick quickly. Doyle, Lita in there, and so was John Terry. And John Terry, well, he's got away with a booking for dissent in the first half, he won't in the second half.
He's not happy with the Boularus decision. That's what he was shouting at, John Terry, but he's overstepped the mark. He did it, as you said, once or twice in the first half, Richard. Referee gave him the benefit there.
And it is a corner as well to Reading. Taken out to the edge of the area. Harper tries the spectacular.
Unlucky. Chelsea skippers will quickly settle himself down. This was the challenge from Boularus, which didn't look the most severest. Doyle has almost sort of left the ball behind. And then from the resulting free kick, has to do what he does best, and that's blocking things at his near post. He immediately goes on the front foot after the referee.
It's 2 bookings aside now from Mike Riley. Sonko almost picking out later. In terms of options on the bench, there's Gunnarsson and Glenn Little, who's hardly played this season, and Shane Long, who's a talented Irishman. But no one you'd feel that was there to frighten Chelsea.
See, at least that's better there, Stephen Hunt. Look, trying to apply some pressure. It's good play from Chelsea. Better, getting tighter everywhere, see? Again, this time Mikel has drifted in off the side and is allowed to pick the ball up, turn, and lay a ball into Drogba.
This is Robin. Calling for it. Robin does brilliantly well. Headed out to Lampard. Mikel.
Okay, it's good play from Chelsea, that is, though. Started with Mikel, eventually found his way to Arjen Robben, who produced a decent ball in.
But no real change in pattern from the first 45 minutes.
Not anything significant, not anything that tactically that Steve Coppell has decided to implement. Still the same. Chelsea comfortable with the ball at the back. Reading happy to be only a goal behind, of course, because they could quite easily get back into the game. I just love to see the players just take the ball by the horns a wee bit more, Richard, here, and go for it. Really would.
It's the away fans who have made that 40-mile trip down the M4 who you can hear in the stadium at the moment. The Medeski Stadium in the programme. Fans are down as number 13 on the squad sheet. And they need their support here. They're going to find a way back. Drogba. Excellent play from the Ivory Coast striker, and then gives it away cheaply.
I wonder what he's thinking. How can I change it? How can I affect it? At the moment, Mourinho's sitting there looking pretty cool. His team aren't having to play very well at the moment. They're still in front.
Mikel chips it forward. Drogba on the chase. Sonko stood tall. Doyle. Support from Hunt. Goes alone. Irishman wins a throw. Sidwell.
Long way out, but once you get it out your feet there as a midfield player, instantly weighing up the options. Can I lay it into a front man? If not, can I hit the target?
Well, a good atmosphere now inside this stadium. They unveiled plans this week to increase the capacity from its current 24,000 to 38,000. Coppell saying it's what's required if they're to maintain themselves as a side in the Barclays English Premier League. Chelsea just happy to knock it around at the back. Shevchenko coming off the left wing. Ferreira. Marston heads away to Doyle. Essien takes a blow to the head.
I think the ball just came into Kevin Doyle and maybe his arms come up to sort of protect it. Essien went down, obviously felt the force of something. Yeah, look, the arms are up there a bit. It's just, again, I don't portion any blame there to Doyle at all. It happens. Essien has let one or two know on a regular basis himself in a tackle since he's been playing for Chelsea. Went down, I think, very easily there.
Well, Essien, who's probably one of Chelsea's best players this season, obviously playing a different kind of role today with Makelele being rested. £24 million signing from Lyon last summer.
I think he's been better this season, Richard, but I don't think he's lived up to the expectations so far. I saw him in a Lyon shirt. I thought he was extremely influential. Looked like he could score goals as well as be the sitting midfield player. Yes, he has a slightly more disciplined role here. I still think there's an awful, or I'd like to think there's an awful lot more to come from Mikel Essien.
We had 50 minutes on the clock in the first half. Another couple of minutes to be added at the end here for that injury to Essien. Chelsea have a free kick. And towards Terry, who is a judge to a foul. Biting his lip this time, John Terry. One booking for dissent's enough, I think.
Yeah.
Had 15 minutes of this second half and nothing much has happened.
Stop-start. Certainly the home fans are doing their bit. They're desperately trying to get their team going. It's a great atmosphere in the stadium, as you say, Richard, but visitors are comfortable.
Reading need a spark from somewhere. And Sjold provide it. No, he can't. Robbed by Robin.
Brilliant.
Just looks a little sluggish, and when you've been playing in the Far East midweek, maybe not that surprising in the career. Wayne Bridge, who was not used by England despite being in the squad. Running around in circles at the moment.
Desperate for someone to give it to there, Wayne Bridge.
Did he fall over, or did he just fall, or get tripped, or was it from the spinning he went down?
He's done great in the end to get to draw the foul. Ran himself into the ground nearly.
Frank Lampard to take the free kick for Chelsea. Second goal, and you couldn't really see a way back for Reading. Robin fell over. Hanneman's come for it, hasn't got it. And clearly a foul by Mikel, and he's been booked already. And is the Nigerian to get a second yellow here? He is. That's purely down to inexperience from the teenager. His first Premier League start, and he's not going to finish the match. And he could make matters worse here by arguing his case.
Yeah, the best thing he can do is get himself off. He's frustrated, and now realises how silly he was because he drew a foolish yellow card in the first place in the first half, and that one was equally as stupid, and I'm afraid he deserves it.
He needs to go because he could face a longer than a one-match ban if he continues to stay on the pitch. Drogba cleverly just shepherding him out, and suddenly Jose Mourinho's got some thinking to do. He'd been comfortable until now.
Yeah, very, very comfortable, but a moment of madness. He'll learn from it, Richard, because it might mean he spends a fair old time out of the side. You get an opportunity in this team, you don't want to give it up too easily, the shirt. He is young and he will learn. stupid. Absolutely no need for it at all. You're cruising in a game. Now, all of a sudden, you give yourself something to think about.
And there's going to be a change here. Joe Cole's going to make his first Premier League appearance of the season, and Glenn Little's about to come on for Reading as well. Here's the incident, Andy. Hanneman spilling it.
Yeah. Well, he's looking for the ball now, and I think it's Sonko comes out with it. There, grabbing it back. You know you're going to get pulled up for some... Look, his instant reaction, as soon as he bounces up off the floor, he thinks, I could be in trouble, because I put my hands on him. Look, and he then takes a tumble himself. Now he's looking up. Watch this reaction there. Looking for Mike Riley straight away, and the referee didn't disappoint, and he got it right.
As you can see, Seoul's come off, and Glenn Little's come on. 31 years of age tomorrow. There to be a story for his birthday, and good to see Joe Cole back. Got injured in Chelsea's pre-season tour of the United States. Played 10 minutes against Werder Bremen. Got injured again. But Joe Cole makes his first Premiership appearance of the season. Away by Terry. Chelsea down to 10 men. Confirmation, it's Andrei Shevchenko replaced by Joe Cole now. Starting to kick off here. Boularus has got his temper. Joe Cole, he's hardly touched the ball and he's on the floor. Now, Mike Riley, look, drop ball getting Boularus is furious.
Silly, they don't need to get involved, Chelsea. Again, Boularus, an experienced player.
Now,
raising his hands there on Stephen Hunt.
Mike Riley needs to take control here.
If the referee didn't see it, the linesman was standing about 3 yards away. You'd like to think they may get together. Mike Riley very much in charge. Maybe just going to defuse it and cool it all down.
Don't forget, Sonko has been booked already.
Yep.
And it looks as if it's going to be one of those quiet words from the referee.
Started with this challenge on Joe Cole. I mean, it could be dangerous, that one. I mean, I think Stephen Sidwell had the intent to put his foot on the ball, but his foot was high. Joe Cole was on the half turn. You can get caught like that, and it can be dangerous.
I think the Chelsea players may be protective as well regarding Joe Cole and the fact that he's been out injured all season as well. Sonko strong in the challenge, and well, there's a different kind of atmosphere and feeling to this game now, obviously. Lita can't get there ahead of Boularus, then goes tumbling, breaks to Doyle, and it's a frantic suddenly. Tackles flying in everywhere. Essien, the latest to go, and then the free kick goes the Ghanaians' way.
Well, this is exactly how Chelsea would want it, honestly. Down to 10 men, stop-start, keep breaking the game up. Essien it was this time who hit the floor. I think Leroy Lita's protested his innocence there, saying the ball very much in the loose. It was a little bit wild the way he went for it. You'll see here, but both players with their feet up. And Essien hits the floor for nothing, And I'm afraid Mike Riley bought it.
Well, 25 minutes. Safe for Chelsea to hang on, but normally when they play with 10 men, they sometimes even are more attacking.
Yeah.
Hunt. Lita. Boularus strong again against Lita. Cudicini away. Oh, jamming in there from Hunt. He missed the man.
You know, he may be inexperienced, Hunt, but he's had a go today, Richard. Every time he's got it, he's tried to make something happen. Of course, Mr. Riley now figuring very prominently in the game, as I'm afraid to say usually does.
Well, of course, the last time Mike Riley was in charge of a Chelsea game, he sent off Michael Ballack. Today it's the turn of John Obi Mikel.
I don't think he's done a lot wrong today.
No.
I'm saying in his defence, he hasn't done a lot wrong today, Mr. Riley.
It was a sending off, wasn't it?
It certainly was.
Here's Essien, though, for Chelsea. 10 men, they're coming forward. Drogba, Hanneman out.
It's better from the goalkeeper. Positive that time. And flying out.
Doyle gets away from Boularus. Dutchman back at him.
Just hasn't got the pace, Doyle, to get away from Boularus, who is extremely powerful. First bit of skill was very good. skipped away from the Chelsea defender, but in the end, strength and pace was too much.
Another good signing, you feel, from Jose Mourinho, Khaled Boulahrouz. Not a lot of people were talking about him as a possible buy. Jose Mourinho picked him out, £5 million, well spent, to play at right back or centre-half. Plenty of years ahead of him.
Reading's fullbacks now have to be nice and positive as well. Got a man to the good. Got to now start affecting the game.
Well, Reading's 14-month unbeaten home run in danger. 22. Maybe a bit of stoppage time if Wainbridge carries on to try and get a goal back here. They do have a one-man advantage. Sidwell winning the ball. Shorey. Lita. John Terry did well.
Great play from Reading, that is. Great little knockdown from Doyle. Back to Hunt, who provided Lita with half a chance. Good defending again from the skipper.
Here's Lita again.
Again, look, John Terry, 6 a dozen of one here. They're both grabbing hold of each other. John Terry, who ends up sort of being dragged to
back by Inga Marson. I think that would constitute a back pass, but Hanneman taking no risks.
How many saves has Cudicini had to make, Richard? So far, hardly any?
No. Of course, he's had his post struck, but he hasn't really made a save. The free kick deflected. Glenn Little, in his second Premier League appearance. Harper. Shorey. It's away. Doyle. Decisions going against Reading at the moment. Frustration for the crowd. Well, 3 years ago, Doyle was working in a pub, working out the stables for his dad, who's a racehorse owner. Here he is in the big time with Reading.
That's better. That says a lot for the way that Reading have tried to have a go in the second half. Of course, Chelsea a man short, so they're not going to be quite so dominant. Still not really tested that goalkeeper. Have they really got in behind Ferreira and Wainbridge? No.
This time the free kick goes Doyle's way. Mike Riley wants the free kick taken a couple of yards to the left. Hunt. Shorey. Sidwell. Not far away.
It's better. He can do that. I've watched him a lot, Steve Sidwell, over the last couple of years. Scored plenty of goals for Reading in the Championship. Better area, look, getting towards the edge of the box. It's a good strike, you know. Cudicini, if it had been a yard inside that post, I don't think the goalie would have got it.
It's as if Steve Coppell's about to make another change. Free kick wanted to be taken quickly, but here comes the change, and Shane Long is about to come on. And it's Leroy Lita who comes off.
Not his day today, I'm afraid. He didn't really get going.
Well, Shane Long comes on for the Chelsea fan. Hasn't happened for him, but Shane Long, who a week or so ago scored twice for Reading against Chelsea's reserves. Is he the man to do the trick, the under-19 Republic of Ireland striker? 5th substitute appearance for him. Harper. Here he is. Nervous first touch. Drogba. Boularus had to be there first. This is Little. BK. Sidwell.
Lucky. When you play against 10 men, Richard, you need to keep your touches 1 and 2 touch. Move it about quickly. And eventually you'll be able to get someone in a little pocket of space. At the moment, Reading, when they're moving it around, they're not doing it at a rate of knots quick enough to really affect the shape of the Chelsea team.
Well, they got enough practice, didn't they, last season, Chelsea? They had, I think, 5 red cards in a 12-match spell in the Premier League last season. They held on against Liverpool this season.
Yeah, I mean, they have, defensively, Chelsea are very strong. That man has them superbly drilled and organised at the back. They will do hours and hours on the training ground where you overload sessions where you have a man short or even 2 men short, and they learn to cope with it better than most.
Glenn Little. Long by Shorey. Sidwell's made a run into the area.
It's better though, Steve said. Well, he's now realising that with what, less than 15 or around 15 minutes to go, he's got to try to supplement that forward line. Just wraps his arm around Boularus. Another good decision, I think, from the referee. But it's a good run. If he had got a little flick on that, who knows? Something may have dropped for Doyle and Shane Long.
Bricks to Robin. Drogba. Lampard in the penalty area, up against Sonko. Well, France have been playing Jean-Alain Boumsong. It'd be worse than caught on Sonko the way he's been playing.
Absolutely right. Once or twice he's looked a little bit raw, but he's quick, he's very powerful.
Home fans felt Doyle was being pushed in the back there by John Terry. Still Chelsea look pretty unperturbed. Foul by BK. And a yellow card for the Cameroon defender.
Yeah, no complaints, I don't think, there, as you see. That's exactly what Chelsea want. A situation like that, Drogba, if they can get him on the ball, he is able to resist challenges, but as we know, when he needs to, he'll hit the floor. I don't blame him there.
Lampard gets his head to it. Joe Cole. Robin. Cole again. Coming back and supporting him. Robin concedes the free kick. Still, Ivar Ingemarsson's goal. Own goal. Separates the sides. Changes. Nothing more that Steve Coppell can do now, really. Harper up to Little. Brings it down well. Very well. Can he get the cross in? He can. And then the free kick given. Good advantage played by Mike Riley.
Yeah, well played again.
Takes it quickly, maybe too quickly.
I think it was Nicky Shaw who made a run towards the near post. I think if Glenn Little was just took a little bit off that set play, it could well have been in.
Beaky, mate. Try and throw this one long. Robin on the floor. Beaker gets the cross in. They'll flick on by Long, doesn't come off. Breaks to Hunt. Shorey. They're trying to build up a head of steam, but still no danger for Carlo Cudicini.
No. Goalkeeper hasn't been tested at all, really. I think he's had to come out and catch one or two crosses. Saw that one from Doyle come back off the post, but not a mark on him, look, or his kit.
Two Reading players going for the same ball. Essien. Ricochets back into his favour. Can pick out Joe Cole, though. Good perseverance again from Hunt. Harper.
Got behind the ball. They need to get someone on the other side of Chelsea's midfield.
Into the last 10 minutes. Steve Hunt. It's the cross in, and he finds Boularus. Chelsea getting ready to make their third substitution. Lampard. Could open up here. Robin. Glenn Little with some space, but his touch lets him down. Jose Mourinho right on the touchline, trying to urge his players on. What happened for Shane Long so far? And here comes the Chelsea change, and it's going to be Salomon Kalou to come on for the final 10 minutes. He's featured in every Chelsea match so far this season. He comes on for Robin.
Yeah, he's worked hard, Robin, Richard. He has worked hard. He's tried to operate on both sides, mixed it up a wee bit. Certainly run his race.
Kalou, another exciting youngster signed by Mourinho. Scored a hat-trick for the reserves last week. One of the few Chelsea players not away on international duty. Drogba wins the free kick, and is BK going to be in trouble here? He is. It's another yellow card, And it's 10 men each. And, well, similar reaction from the Cameroon player. He can't believe it, much like John Obi Mikel.
He can't believe it. Distraught is the word for BK there. Just whether or not Drogba just ran across the back of his legs, I don't know. We'll see it again. Certainly that reaction suggests that he certainly didn't intend to bring Drogba down in any way, shape or form.
Well, Drogba has a certain reputation in some quarters, but we'll withhold our judgment until we see the replay. Mike Riley was close to the incident.
He was adamant about it. And there wasn't a big reaction from the Chelsea players, I didn't think either. They were happy to get the free kick, happy to take the sting out of the game.
2 yellow cards for BK in 6 minutes. And it's 10 men apiece, and Lampard with the free kick. Hanneman behind it. BK actually got sent off in his last trial match for Reading. Steve Coppell said, well, I think it was over-exuberance and maybe wanting to play for us too much that got him red-carded. That was for headbutting, mind you, rather than 2 yellow cards.
It appeared there, Richard, just to be trying to get back, just trying to get the shape back, get behind the ball. Drogba had wriggled inside. We'll see it again, no doubt, but it did appear harsh. But Mr. Riley, in all fairness to him, has got pretty much most of the big calls right today.
Long to little. Reading down to 10 men themselves now. Crossed in, there's players in the box here for them. Long. It's done well. Corner ball.
Much better that is from Shane Long. First couple of touches have gone astray. This time a good first touch. Got beyond and forces a corner.
Little was looking to try and play the short corner there with Steve Hunt, but Hunter turned his back. Tells him to go away. Talking to Belarus there, Mike Riley. Well, it's even in terms of players on the pitch now. Can Reading even it up? Hunt to take the corner. Well defended by Didier Drogba. Little. Sidwell holds it up. Little again. Chipped in nicely. Headed on by Ingemarson. One settles for the throw. Headed away by Terry. Reading starting to put some pressure on, but still without really creating any chances. Time now running out. Shorey, Sidwell. Hunt. Little. Taking on Wayne Bridge. Deep cross. Did that come off the Chelsea player? It did.
Much better play from the home side, though. Just wish they'd have done it 20 minutes ago. Good ball in from Glenn Little, very deep. Lampard having to stay. Defend solidly. Can Nicky Shorey provides something for the likes of Sonko to go and attack.
Ingemarson as well in there. Scored at this end against Manchester City. Hit low this time. We'll get another chance to put it in here though, Shorey. Wants to try and put it on his left foot. Tees it up instead for Harper.
Well, there'll be a lot looking at Mr. Riley's performance tomorrow morning. This is Drogba's touch. He goes past Beaky there. I mean, he just literally, look, watch.
Grabbing onto his shorts here.
Yeah, he's grabbing hold of him there. But if he doesn't blow it, I mean, there is just a very innocuous touch. Very, very innocuous. I think it's harsh. I really
That wasn't a deliberate trip.
It wasn't a deliberate trip.
Boots, wasn't it?
If Mr. Riley saw that little tug of the shirt, then he's got eagle eyes, let me tell you. I think that's a bit harsh, I really do. I don't think there was any intent there whatsoever to bring Drogba down. They just collided.
Chelsea not in a hurry to take this throw. Bit of surprise there.
No surprises there at all. Try and find Joe Cole. Someone with a good touch who can keep it. Just like that.
Commentator's curse, I think they call it, Andy.
We've got to give him a couple of weeks here to get his full fitness back, Richard.
Absolutely. He was one of England's positive players, wasn't he, in the World Cup? Doyle trying to get it ahead of Boularus. Game.
He's been very solid, Boularus.
There will be some stoppage time to come. Sidwell battling away, so too long. Chelsea have possession. I'm hearing there's going to be 4 minutes added to the 90. So still time for Reading. Hunt. He's been willing to take players on.
Hasn't stopped, young Stephen Hunt. Kept going, kept worrying, kept nagging people. There'd have been a few more like him for Reading today. They could be now chasing a victory.
Sonko to throw it long. Gamarson in there. A break to Shorey. It does. Doyle with his back to goal. Essien anywhere will do.
Frantic defending, it just wouldn't drop for Kevin Doyle.
Long in again by Sonko. This time Drogba heads away. Chelsea can break it, and Salomon Kalou won't beat Glenn Little to the ball.
Done brilliant there, Glenn Little, because I didn't fancy him, you know. When that race first started between him and Kalou, I thought he'd come up second best, but full credit to him.
Put it on by Long. The Chelsea throw. So we're into that 4 minutes of stoppage time now. Steve Coppell, well, seems to have a face, whatever the scoreline, whatever the circumstances. If they did get an equaliser here, even he may get excited, surely.
Yeah, I'm sure he would. Been a bit disappointed, I've got to say, with them. They've gamely played in the second half, but I've seen them play some really good football, this Reading team. They can play an awful lot better than what they have today. Credit Chelsea.
Still could get something yet. Shorey, straight at Ricardo Cudicini. But if you were going to bet on anyone to end this long unbeaten home record of Reading's, you probably would have put your money on Chelsea. If they do come off with a win here, since that defeat at Middlesbrough, it'll be 7 wins and 1 draw in all competitions for Chelsea. The kind of reaction I'm sure Jose Mourinho would have wanted.
Yeah. It's the stuff of champions. You take a knock and you bounce back very quickly.
Essien. Drogba calling for it. Up read it. Harper to Little. Where the Reading fans want to see it, but Hanneman can launch it. Doyle. Little, it's got Long in the centre. Still Little. Running into a cul-de-sac, but he wins the corner.
Yeah, does well. Very well, Glenn Little, since he's come on. He's tried to whip a few crosses in. Can he produce a good ball here?
Here comes the corner. It is a good ball up to Sonko. Chance again for Little to get a decent delivery. Boularoud's out for another corner.
Yeah, it's not the sort of header Boularoud's really wanted to make there.
Up comes Marcus Hanneman. Cudicini punches out. Headed back in. Is it there now, off the line by Didier Drogba? And Cudicini is down on the ground. We've already had one Chelsea goalkeeper knocked out right at the start. Now we've got another right at the end here, and I think the way the Chelsea players reacted doesn't look good for Carlo Cudicini.
Oh, it looks like he's struggling as well. It's incredible.
According for the stretcher.
He's absolutely motionless there, Carlo Cudicini.
Wow. Already had one Chelsea keeper.
Now who goes in the goals? Have they got? Can they make any other substitutions?
No, they can't. They haven't got any.
Oh
subs
yeah, he
there.
took a bang there from
Sonko,
Sonko.
yeah.
It was, yeah.
It was well cleared by Drogba, mind you.
It was well cleared by Drogba there. Watch here, there. Oh, bang! Goodness me. He almost looks like he's completely knocked out before he even hits the floor, Richard.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to recover from that one. That is a hell of a bang.
It's like a quarterback from
yeah.
in American football taking a blow, except he hasn't got the padding. Well, in the first 30 seconds of this match, a Chelsea goalkeeper was stretchered off. We're in the last 30 seconds of this match. And it's a repeat performance for the substitute.
And when you consider the week ahead as well.
Yeah, Barcelona on Wednesday. John Terry, I think, is about to get a goalkeeper's jersey. Well, they won't have long to be in goal.
No.
But they're down to 9 men now, mind you. Terry to go and go. Well, maybe he's just coming for instructions.
I was trying to say, I don't think I've ever seen that before. I don't think I've ever seen both goalkeepers going off in very similar circumstances like that.
Of course, it's not been long since goalkeepers were a substitute alternative, but they've got like some air to provide there to Carlo Cudicini. Let's just hope he's okay.
Now, if the kit man's got Terry on the back of that shirt, he is brilliant at his job.
No, it's Hilario, the third goalkeeper, the Portuguese keeper for Chelsea. His shirt that John Terry will wear. Nothing hilarious, is there, about this for Chelsea? And we just hope Carlo Cudicini's okay, because that was a mighty blow he took there from Ibrahim Sonko. We can only have, what, a minute left of the stoppage time.
Yeah. Maybe half a chance to just, perhaps, because there's going to be some stoppage here as well, Richard. It's a minimum of 4 minutes, of course. Maybe just John might have to get them gloves into action.
Well, he's played a lot of this match, taking the ball over the halfway line.
Yes.
He won't be doing that again. Captain Marvel. Well, they started the game with Petr in goal. Carlo Cudicini, I think he's the majority of it.
I think he's basically going to say to Didier Drogba, you come back now, be centre-half. You come back in there and fill in for me. He's just saying set plays, who to go and pick up. Maybe Sonko, just reminding Drogba.
Well,
if they do get one, if there is any time, but this is worrying for Carlo Cudicini.
Well, absolutely. Whereas Petr, blow, he's gone off to hospital. As we've already heard, it's a case of a kind of whiplash for him. I think for Carlo Cudicini, it's a little bit more serious than that.
Yeah, they're just getting everything sorted out, because now, of course, they've got to pass men on. John Terry's man, he's passing on to Drogba. Drogba then's got to pass his man on to somebody else, etc., etc. Or maybe they might just zone it. If they have to defend a situation, just put a load of players across the edge of that 6-yard box and say, if it comes anywhere near you, attack it.
We're now in the 103rd minute of this match, by the way. Cech obviously did receive a concussion of sorts as well, but Carlo Cudicini, well, they're taking their time in getting him off the pitch here, just making sure that... So I think they had some kind of breathers for him as well.
Just making sure the airway's clear.
Yeah.
I've been in this situation myself 3 or 4 times down the years. Carlo will wake up in the morning, or wake up hopefully, of course, very soon, but in the morning he'll be thinking, I can't remember a thing about it. Just remember the ball coming in from the corner and then bang.
It's another trip to the hospital.
Yeah.
For a Chelsea goalkeeper. And John Terry may be wearing Hilario's shirt, but the Portuguese keeper may get to make his Chelsea debut in the Champions League on Wednesday night.
Does he have much more time on here, Richard, or not?
Well, I made it around about a minute left. Yeah, of the 4 minutes of stoppage time. No more than that. Jose Mourinho, well, he'll be pleased if they hang on for 3 points, but plenty for him to think about and work out over the next few days.
But technically the ball's going to end up in Chelsea. It's going to be a bounce ball probably in their own 6-yard box, which will mean someone will boot it down the other end of the field. Therefore Reading may have time to fire it back, yeah?
Yeah. And one last chance maybe to grab an equaliser. All that at the moment, a little secondary though. You can see even from the Reading players a concern here for Carlo Cudicini.
Yeah.
Looks as if they've got things sorted. I'm going to bring on the buggy. And the ambulance staff have taken their time, and you can understand why over this. It's good to see the Reading fans applauding as well. Chelsea fans, they're behind that goal. As of Carlo, didn't use the bug in the end. Probably wouldn't want to risk being too rocky for him. As you can see, clock ticking to 100 minutes because we had 5 minutes of stoppage time in the first half.
Yeah.
Let's just hope Carlo Cudicini's all right. So John Terry's in goal. Chelsea are down to 9 men, and we've got around 60 seconds to go. Not in a hurry, the Chelsea skipper. Headed on by Drogba. And now Hanneman can launch it and maybe give John Terry a test. Hunt. Sonko and Drogba, who's in that centre-half role. Headed forward by Sidwell. It's not a bad centre-half either, is it?
Great attacking header that was. And Drogba threw himself at it.
How much longer here for Reading? Good ball by Hunt towards Long. Bridge covering.
One last chance, maybe.
Sonko,
yeah, here he comes, Richard. He's coming out because he can reach the penalty spot.
Hold on, what's going on here? Something's happening along the touchline here. Well, there's a few arguments going on. And they're involved with the Chelsea backroom staff who are getting a little titchy.
Just wonder maybe whether or not one of the Chelsea staff grabbed hold of the ball there, which didn't allow the Reading players to possibly get hold of that ball and shape up for the throw-in. But Sonko was coming out anyway for a long one.
Fourth official was able to see it all. Kevin Dillon is the first team coach now. He's going over here.
Yeah.
And sending off, is that Rui Faria, isn't it? The fitness coach of Chelsea who's being sent off. Rob Stiles there, the fourth official, making that decision. Well, we still go on, and we still have a chance for a Reading equaliser. Last chance, though. Sonko throws it long. Chelsea defend it strongly, and Mike Riley blows the whistle.